He said, I want to name her Jessica. I think I wanted to name her Emily or Emma. It just made a lot more sense. So she was named after the little girl that fell down the well.
It's all part of the...
It's a circle of life.
It really is.
Yeah.
It's really amazing.
It is amazing. It is. Did she tell you about Caleb, the story about Caleb? She had fever. It was in December when we went in. You know how December is in Memphis. It was probably 50 to 55 degrees.
Yeah.
When we went in. She was in for maybe 4 days. When she came out, it was like minus something, literally minus something, an extreme Christmas cold snap.
I work at a college in Memphis, and I was working late on a video project. I'd do some editing, and I was editing some video together.
And it was late at night.
It got pretty late. It was later than 12, maybe 1 o'clock, might even been later than that. And I'm cutting down the interstate. I'm on my way home, and off to the side of the road, I saw a car with its flashers on, the hood open, and it was really cold. It was spitting snow, and I'm sitting thinking, I saw the car, and then I'm driving down a little farther, and I see someone on the side of the road.
And there was a guy walking.
And like where the road drops off on the expressway, I see someone walking along, and this person, I go, oh my gosh, I cannot leave that person.
Well, my ex-husband is a person that feeds the homeless and, real soft-hearted. And he's pulled over and he's like, man, it's too cold. Do you need a ride?
It was a long way to the next exit.
And he said, yeah, I thank you so much. And then he said he had this lump in his coat.
I had just passed him, so I pulled over and stopped. I'm not really a person that normally stops for people, but it was just so cold. And I noticed that he's kind of in his jacket. He's kind of leaning over, and he's kind of holding on to something in his jacket.
He started to unzip it. He's like, great, he's got an Uzi or something in there.
And I'm sure, and as he gets closer, I still see him holding on to this thing in his jacket. He's got it wrapped around, and he's got kind of this bear hug on it. And I'm sure he's going to pull out an Uzi and, take me out. I didn't know. So he gets over and he gets into the passenger side, and he unwraps, and I hear him say, "You okay, buddy?" And he unwraps his jacket, and little boy's in there. His name was Caleb, and they had just left the hospital. And when the kids get fever, they have to they take them to the hospital immediately. That's the way it is, because it's just you just have to be careful. So they had taken him, he'd gone to the hospital and with his son, and something happened to his car. And anyway, and when he unwrapped his jacket and he pulled that little boy out, it was really something. I go, what are you guys doing out here? Anyway, then he tells the story.
He said, well, my car broke down back there. He's like, my son is a St. Jude patient. He'd been in the hospital.
And I'd take him home, and it was quite a, surreal moment. I'd take him home, and years, so I'm not sure how much longer, I found out that that little boy had passed. And I went to the funeral. I didn't really know them. His name was Caleb. Didn't really know them, but I'm a St. Jude dad. I just can relate to this, and I just wanted to be there. And then they sent me a card afterwards, and they said, I know you think we don't know who you are, but we're where we thank you for being there for us when we really needed you. Anyway, it was my honor to be part of that. I remember when I told Allison this story. I said as I pulled out of their driveway and was heading towards home, I adjusted my mirror to look in the back seat because I just kind of was really totally sure that Danny Thomas was in my back seat.
Literally, he looked in the back seat to see if Danny Thomas was there.
I think he was in black and white because I always saw Danny Thomas. He was always in black and white.
What are the chances
So I think I looked in the mirror and I looked behind me just to make sure.
that I'm going to be driving down this road right now and pick up this little boy and his dad?
Because I really felt I did what I thought I should do, Danny.